What interested you in real estate?
Wow. So I kind of stumbled into real estate almost by accident, Jordan, believe it or not. So during my time in the military, and I got married, and my wife had a house at the time, and our townhouse. We ended up converting that into a rental, and
Nice.
then I bought a single family home when I was still in the military, and then decided that I was going to transition out of the military. I moved out here to Tucson, so we turned that into a rental, and since then I've accumulated some more real estate on top of that.
Yeah.
So um, during that whole process, I really had a fascination with real estate as an investment vehicle. I come from a little bit of a financial services background before the military, and so I've always got that, always had that investor mindset, right? And just looking at, where is my money going? When I think about, as I was renting during those years, I said, the majority of my disposable income is just right out the door to rent, right? And I said, this doesn't make any sense. It's like, how can we fix this? And so I decided to get licensed in after I got down here, and then just made it a full-time gig. And I couldn't be happier.
So you were young getting into the investing side of the business.
Yeah, well, I was
with
fortunate.
rentals.
Yeah, I was fortunate. Like I said, it kind of happened by accident. During that whole period of time is when we had the housing bubble, and then the Great Recession and everything like that. So I found myself in this situation where we had this property that we couldn't sell for market value. Market value wouldn't cover the debt service, right? So we couldn't pay off the underlying mortgage. And at the time, I was like most people, just I didn't want to face that short sale option. So I said, well, what are my other options? And so my wife and I decided to convert those properties into rentals. And it's been an up and down kind of thing with the market and everything. We've got one that performs really well. We have another one that we're kind of robbing from Peter to pay Paul, kind of thing. But that market is still really depressed, and it's coming around as a military town and things like that. But here in Tucson, the story is a whole lot different. And I have clients. I have two actually that one just closed escrow yesterday. An investor, and then another VA buyer actually that really? Buying his first fourplex, no money down, got his closing costs paid for and everything like that. So it's a really exciting time for someone to get into real estate investing, basically with very little to no money. Not that he doesn't have the money, it's just that he didn't have to because we negotiated that way. So there's just a lot of different things, a lot of different options, a lot of different strategies that we can talk to. And it really comes down on an individual basis. So if anybody's watching, Jordan, and wants to drop a comment down below, has questions on what it is that they would they could do, or if they have heard of anything or different types of strategies, we'd be more than happy to respond. And
sure.
If they like the idea of going from being a renter to being a homeowner to being a landlord and having an income property or someone else pay their mortgage for them, give us a big thumbs up, big like on here, and